Welcome! We're having a party. Although we're not together in the building today, it is wonderfully decorated. I hope you're enjoying the scenery that's in the sanctuary and in the chancel. This is an important moment for Runnymede United Church as we begin our identity as an affirming congregation. We are an open, welcoming, inclusive place, and we want everyone to know it. We want it to be on the front of our building, and we want it to be on our hearts. Wherever you are, whoever you're with, and however you are, you belong here. Thank you for sharing this time.
Hi, my name is Paul Stewart. I'm the chair of the Affirming Committee here at Runnymede United Church, and I want to also welcome you to our Affirming Celebration. This whole process started about 3 years ago, and in fact, I was one of the people right back at the beginning of that. It was a beer and Bible night hosted by our then minister, Catherine Britton, and she mentioned at that event something called Affirm United and this process of becoming an affirming church. And those of us present had never heard of this. We brought it back to the church board and they hadn't heard of it either. And we're quite surprised. The common opinion was, well, if there's such a thing, why isn't Runnymede part of this? And so some of us were tasked to do some research about what would be involved in becoming an affirming church, which we did and presented the information to the board. And that was then presented to the congregation, what the process would entail. So in February of 2020, there was a vote at the annual general meeting by the congregation to enter a year of education and discernment, looking closely at ourselves, our views, and what it would mean to become a truly inclusive church. The congregation overwhelmingly voted to pursue that, and so that began our year, as I say, of education and discernment. That involved a number of speakers. We had speakers on anti-Black racism and white privilege. We had personal stories from various people about their life experiences. We had somebody talking about their experiences, their trans experiences. We had an Indigenous person talking about what it was like to be two-spirited and their experience being Indigenous in Canada. And we had somebody talking about disability and spirituality. We also had resources on a whole range of inclusive topics on our website, which are still there. And we also had an affirming corner sent out in our weekly e-blasts with information and also connections for the talks and updates of what we were doing as a committee. During that year, the board, in conjunction with the Affirm Committee, also updated our vision statement so that it would be clear that we are a truly inclusive church. And also, we changed our marriage policy so that it was very clear that we had no exclusions on people being welcomed to be married at this church. On February the 21st of this year, we had another vote to actually become officially an affirming church as part of Affirm United. The vote was over 98% in favor of this, I am very proud to say. And as a result, we are now truly beginning the affirming process to work towards social justice, inclusion in a meaningful way. And I want to thank the members of the committee, the board, and all of the members of Runnymede United who have worked so hard over the last, well, more than a year to get us to this point. Thank you so much.
Hello. My name is Carol Smiley, and I am a member of the Affirming Diversity Committee at Royal York Road United Church. Today, I bring greetings on behalf of Affirm United, S'affirmer Ensemble. We are a charitable organization of United Church people with three main goals. The first goal is education, promoting greater awareness of sexual orientation and gender identity issues. The second goal is action and advocacy, working to end discrimination against people in church, society, and our own organization. The third goal is support, helping people of all sexual orientations and gender identities find support and community within the United Church. If you want to find more information about Affirm United, S'affirmer Ensemble, all you need to do is Google Affirm United. We partner with the United Church of Canada to address social issues, both within and outside the church. Our signature program is the Affirming Ministry program, which you have just completed here at Runnymede United Church. We're very excited that you have made this commitment to be an affirming ministry. This celebration brings our count to 242 affirming ministries across the country. There are now 21 affirming ministries in Toronto, plus Shining Waters, your regional council. Together, you are working to forward our goals of education, advocacy, and support across the country. There are also over 170 ministries currently in the process across Canada, communities of faith, outdoor ministries, regional councils, etc. So now let me read your certificate to you. Affirm United, S'affirmer Ensemble, is pleased to recognize Runnymede United Church, Toronto, Ontario, as an affirming ministry within the United Church of Canada. We acknowledge that this community of faith has completed the Affirming Ministry educational program and has issued a statement of faith and action which welcomes people of all sexual orientations and gender identities into every aspect of their life and work. Signed by a representative of Affirm United, S'affirmer Ensemble, dated Sunday, April 25th, 2021. And on behalf of Royal York Road United Church, I want to heartily congratulate you, Runnymede, on this very, very special day. Entering into this work is a generous act of soul-searching and discernment, of deep hospitality and compassion. May those that are in your community that have been wounded be healed. And may your congregation be strengthened and energized as you strive to build a more equitable and a more kind kingdom. Godspeed in your work. Thank you.
We're proud to be an affirming congregation at Runnymede United.
Greetings, Runnymede United. My name is Susie Henderson, and I'm a part of the regional staff team. And on behalf of Shining Waters Regional Council, I want to say thank you for formalizing your commitment and living your radical welcome out loud. May you be a blessing and be blessed in this ministry.
Congratulations, Runnymede, on becoming an affirming ministry. I'm very happy.
In recognition of Runnymede becoming an affirming congregation, I'd like to offer you a slice of rainbow cake. Perhaps you could enjoy a slice virtually.
Congratulations, Runnymede United, on becoming an affirming ministry.
Hello, Runnymede United Church. My name is Reverend Alexa Gilmore, and on behalf of Windermere United Church, I want to say congratulations on this important and exciting moment in your ministry. The work of celebrating God's diversity has always been at the heart of the Christian call. The shepherd who has multiple flocks to bring together, the apostles who preached across the barriers of race and religion, the Christ figure who then and now is breaking down every one of our attempts to create an us and them, so that finally we may truly all be one. And as you know, the affirming celebration is only the beginning. The best is yet to come. And we at Windermere United can't wait to find ways to encourage each other as siblings and work together in this important affirming ministry. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Runnymede!
Congratulations, Runnymede, on becoming an affirming church. All are welcome in this place.
Hi, Runnymede, and congratulations on becoming an affirming congregation.
Congratulations, Runnymede.
On becoming an affirming church.
Hello, Runnymede United Church. My name is Reverend Maya Landell, and I have the privilege to serve Islington United Church and to bring you greetings and celebrations and prayers and blessings on your journey as you take this step in faith. We congratulate you and walk together with you as you become an affirming congregation. We can't wait to do something together, to fly the flag, and to continue to open our hearts and our minds and our doors to the possibilities of how we share Christ's love, how we learn and grow together in faith. I just hope you enjoy all that this moment marks and what this says to your community and beyond. Bless you.
Congratulations on becoming an affirming congregation from Royal York's Affirming Diversity Committee. We're looking forward to working with you.
Congratulations, Runnymede.
Way to go, Runnymede.
Well done, Runnymede. Affirming all the way. Congratulations to everyone. Cheers.
Congratulations, Runnymede United Church, on becoming an affirming ministry in the United Church of Canada. My name is Jeffrey Dale, and I'm the Minister of Faith Formation, Youth, and Young Adults for Shining Waters Regional Council, and I am delighted and excited that you are joining us as an affirming ministry this Sunday. Let our relationship be intentional as we affirm sexual orientations and gender identities that are not often affirmed in our world. Welcome, and we're so glad you're with us.
Congratulations, Runnymede, on becoming an affirming congregation.
Hi, it's my pleasure to introduce our musical soloist. Thomas Burton is from Wolfville, Nova Scotia, and is the musical director of Munns United Church in Oakville. He's also the artistic director of Durham's Resound Choir and works as a conductor with the award-winning Oakville Choir for Children and Youth. I hope you enjoy the music.
Something I'm learning day after day, something that steadies my feet on the way, is the truth that my life brought me right to the place I am now. Though I don't know how, there is not a doubt. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. All that I went through, whatever the cost, I can use on the road to the person I'm trying to be. None of it came free, but all of it is me. All of who I am is beautiful and strong, as I come to know that all of me belongs, my best and my worst. The ways that I've grown, the struggles I've faced, the joy that I've known, there is a blessing I'm trying to understand. It's been there since my life began. I will find it in all of who I am. Some of my kindness comes from my pain. Sorrow and tenderness join once again in the spirit of gentle compassion that helps me accept every last regret, makes me move ahead. Days on the journey, years on the path, wisdom unbounding whenever I ask, and I've come to believe that whatever I need I will find. Every single time, love will be my guide. All of who I am is beautiful and strong, as I come to know that all of me belongs, belongs, my best and my worst. The ways that I've grown, the struggles I've faced, the joy that I've known. There is a blessing I'm trying to understand. It's been there since my life began. I will find it in all of who I am. All of who I am is beautiful and strong, as I've come to know that all of me belongs, my best and my worst. The ways that I've grown, the struggles I've faced, the joy that I've known. There is a blessing I'm trying to understand. It's been there since my life began. I will find it in all of who I am. I will find it in all of who I am.
Hi there, I'm Elizabeth Muller, and I've been a member at Runnymede United Church since 2011. I'd like to share with you what being affirming means to me and why it is so important. Being affirming allows us to celebrate God's gift of diversity. Ministries like ours that have chosen to become affirming discover that embracing difference brings blessing and joy to our community. As we declare an explicit openness to otherness, we discover the grace of encountering the depth and breadth of human diversity. A community that is able to celebrate its diversity is better equipped to solve problems in a collaborative way. It is more able to learn and to benefit from the varied experiences and talents of its members. It manages conflict more creatively, it is less judgmental, and thus able to embrace a wider perspective of ideas and perspectives. And it is enriched by the great variety of different knowledge, stories, ways of seeing the world, and ways of being in the world that come with its members. As an affirming ministry, we discovered that when we create space for one facet of human diversity, we actually create space for others as well. So to use a physical analogy, building a wheelchair ramp or an elevator for people who use wheelchairs also benefits parents pushing strollers, volunteers that deliver food and boxes to our community meal, and those delivering supplies to the church. Another example is the blended online and in-person worship model we had on YouTube prior to COVID. While this may help those who are housebound and cannot leave home to attend church, it also allows those who missed service on Sunday to take part. Creating openness to difference has a similar ripple effect, helping many others to feel less judged and more included, such as people struggling with addiction, mental health, or disruptions in their family life. Affirmation is not just for those on the outside. It helps all of us to bring our whole and authentic selves to the community. As a community, we celebrate the richness of our community when we have diversity in age, gender identity, racial and cultural backgrounds, sexual orientation, ability, and all manner of family configurations, just to name a few. Our affirming community creates a safe space here at Runnymede with an open invitation to bring every aspect of your whole self to participate within ministry. So to me, to be affirming is to be on a journey for greater justice and compassion for each other and for all the earth.
Hello, my friends at Runnymede United Church. I am the Reverend Catherine Britton, and I was your minister there from 2012 to 2018. And I am sending you so much congratulations and love on your celebration of becoming an affirming congregation. I remember so clearly, just before I accepted the call to join you, after I'd been offered the position, having to call up the chair of the search committee and asking if I and my family would be truly welcome there as an out lesbian and how my hands just shook while I made that phone call, not knowing what the answer would be. So what you have done with this brave step, going through the journey of all the conversations and all of the questioning and all of the intentionality, is ensure that there are so many people in your congregation already, but also within the community who are wondering, I welcome there. You have said publicly and intentionally and explicitly, yes, you are welcome here. So with all of the beautiful rainbow diversity of God's beloved community, I send you congratulations. May your party be filled with rainbows.
My name is Allison Decker, and I'm a member of the Affirming Committee at Runnymede United Church. I think it was in 2016, our family attended the first Pride service that was held at Runnymede. And at that service, there was a speaker who talked about finding a program in the city where he finally felt safe and felt that he could be himself, and how important that was to him and what a big impact that had made on his life. To me, affirming means that we can be that place for someone, and that anyone looking for a place to belong can find it here.
Hi there. I just wanted to thank you so much for voting to make Runnymede an affirming church. I think it's a really great decision, and I think it's going to be fantastic for our church. A couple years ago, when I was asked to be on the affirming committee, I didn't do it because I wanted the church to be affirming for myself. I'd already made a choice to be part of this church, and it was my church for my family, and we'd already felt welcomed by the church, and I didn't feel like our family needed the church to be affirming in order for us to continue to be part of it. But the reason I did join the committee was because I'd had children that I taught in Sunday school who then had grown up and taught my kids in Sunday school. And some of these kids were, as they were becoming adults, choosing to or coming out as gay or lesbian or transitioning. And I really felt like we needed as a congregation to make this decision for our children, so that there was never a moment in the coming out process for our kids or for anyone in the community of Runnymede that they would ever have to kind of question whether Runnymede would be a congregation that would continue to embrace them. When you're coming out, sometimes you lose people, and you do a mental calculation of people that will support you and people that won't support you, and you also do a calculation of people that you're just not going to even bother to tell. And I just wanted the youth of our church, or anyone in our church that decided to come out or transition, to just never have a moment of wondering whether or not our congregation would still embrace them and still love them and still want them to be part of what makes us a wonderful place to celebrate God. So I was really happy when we made this decision. I would say, having said all that I wasn't doing this out of personal reasons, that when the decision did happen, when the church did vote to become affirming, I was really unexpectedly moved by it personally, and it did really have a big impact on me. And it was funny, I wasn't expecting it to. Sometimes you just don't know what you're carrying until somebody lets you put down what you're carrying, and so I was very moved and surprised by how moved I was. So thank you for myself, for our children, for our future children, for anyone on the street that walks by our church and just wonders, is it going to be a welcoming place? All those people will really appreciate what we've done, and I think it's great. So again, thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it improves our church.
Hi, my name's Mairead, and I've been going to Runnymede since I was about 4 years old.
My earliest memory of Runnymede was being a dancing angel in the pageant and running around on the front lawn playing tag. I think what I love about Runnymede so much is the community. I remember even as a kid going to coffee time and having adults come up and say, you know, how's school going? And what character are you playing in the Moses play? And I thought that was really nice. I also have loved growing up at Runnymede. It's been so cool to go from, you know, attending Sunday school to leading it, or being an arts and drama camper to a counselor. And, you know, as a queer person, it's so meaningful that Runnymede is becoming an affirming church, because this is a place that I spent my entire childhood. And it's so amazing to see that it's now, you know, declaring to the world that it wants to be a supportive and affirming place for anyone who wants to join. I also want to say a huge thank you to the affirming team, especially to my dad. You have all worked tirelessly to make this happen, from, you know, interviewing established affirming churches to, you know, organizing guest speakers, changing the church's policies to be more affirming. You have put in so much work to this, and we are all so grateful. Congratulations, Runnymede, on becoming an affirming church.
On behalf of the Affirm Committee and Reverend Ted, I want to thank you all for coming to our celebration. If you would like to attend our more informal Zoom gathering, the link is below. Thank you again for coming and sharing with us the exciting time of us becoming an affirming church.